Welcome, friends. Today, we're taking you on a breathtaking journey into the heart of historic Canada, revealing rare and remarkable photographs that capture the grit, resilience, and charm of an era shaped by dreams of gold and the relentless pursuit of fortune. Through these images, we'll relive the stories of pioneers, adventurers, and trailblazers who carved their lives out of the rugged Canadian wilderness. The Klondike Gold Rush, a fever that changed lives. Imagine the year is 1898, and Dawson City in the Yukon Territory is bursting with energy. Gold fever has gripped the hearts of thousands of prospectors, and the streets are alive with a mix of ambition, desperation, and hope. One iconic photograph captures a line of miners anxiously waiting to register their claims. This isn't just paperwork, it's the gateway to their dreams. Many would lose everything, but a lucky few would strike it rich, forever etching their names into the annals of Canadian history. Nearby, a lively street scene in Dawson City showcases burrows adorned with theater advertisements. It's a moment frozen in time, revealing how culture and entertainment managed to thrive amidst the chaos of the gold rush. And then there's the legendary Chilkoot Trail, a grueling path traversed by prospectors and indigenous porters alike. One striking photograph shows a line of miners scaling the snow-laden summit in 1898, their determination visible despite the biting Arctic cold. This trail was no ordinary hike, it was a test of endurance and spirit, with many hauling over a ton of supplies just to survive the unforgiving wilderness. Women of the Klondike, resilience and survival. While the Klondike Gold Rush is often associated with rugged miners, it was also a time when women played pivotal yet often overlooked roles. Figures like Babe Wallace and May Stanley are immortalized in photographs that speak volumes about their lives. Babe Wallace, one of the many night workers in Dawson City, poses elegantly in a studio portrait from 1896. Her story, like that of so many women, is one of survival and adaptation in a harsh and male-dominated world. Meanwhile, May Stanley was a dance hall performer, selling whiskey and sharing dances with miners, a legally sanctioned occupation that was as grueling as it was fascinating. In another image, a group of ladies of the night gathers outside their modest establishment. These women were pioneers in their own right, enduring harsh conditions while carving out livelihoods during one of the most turbulent periods in Canadian history. Indigenous heritage, the foundation of Canada. Long before European settlers arrived, Indigenous peoples thrived in the landscapes that would later become Canada. A poignant image from 1884 captures members of the Kootenai Nation on horseback in Donald, a near-forgotten town in East Kootenai. These lands had been home to Indigenous communities for millennia, and the photograph serves as a reminder of their deep connection to the region. Another striking photo from 1912 shows members of the Shuswap Nation gathered at Tête Jaune Cache, a vital trading and meeting point. These snapshots highlight the enduring presence of Indigenous cultures, even as settlers expanded westward, often at great cost to these communities. The growth of Canadian cities. From Granville to Vancouver, Canada's urban history is equally fascinating. One remarkable photograph from 1886 shows Carroll Street in the then-budding town of Granville, later renamed Vancouver. At the heart of the image is the iconic maple tree corner on Water Street, a symbol of the city's early days. This corner remains a vibrant cultural landmark, linking modern Vancouverites to their city's origins. In Toronto, a historic 1888 photograph captures the intersection of Front and Wellington streets, long before the construction of the iconic Gooderham building. Known for its triangular shape, this architectural marvel transformed the area, symbolizing the city's evolution into a bustling metropolis. Stories of adventure, crossing lakes and building railroads. The gold rush wasn't just about striking it rich, it was also about surviving the journey. A vivid photograph from 1898 shows a flotilla of determined prospectors crossing the icy waters of Lake Le Berge. Their boats, laden with supplies, reflect the sheer determination required to navigate the treacherous path to Dawson City. Meanwhile, The construction of the Canadian Pacific Railroad in 1885 was a monumental achievement that linked British Columbia to the rest of Canada. A photograph taken in Kicking Horse Canyon near Golden showcases the Pacific Express train, a marvel of engineering that revolutionized transportation and opened Canada's interior to settlement and commerce. Colorful characters of the Gold Rush. The Klondike Gold Rush wasn't just about nameless faces, it was filled with unforgettable characters. One such figure was the enigmatic Curly Monroe, known as the Gypsy Queen of Dawson City in the 1890s. Married to a local tavern owner, she became a legend, embodying the spirit of the wild and untamed frontier. Another standout is Kitten Faith, a woman who started as a brothel owner in Skagway before opening her own saloon in 1905. Her resilience and entrepreneurial spirit made her one of the last to leave the red light district when it was shut down in 1909. Rare glimpses of everyday life. The beauty of these historic photographs lies in their ability to humanize a bygone era. From miners proudly displaying their golden finds to dogs-led teams navigating the frozen streets of Dawson, these images reveal the everyday triumphs and struggles of those who lived through one of Canada's most transformative periods. One particularly charming photo shows a miner's wife arriving in Dawson with her dogs-led team in 1898. Her presence speaks to the diversity of people who ventured north, bringing with them dreams, skills, and hope. Another photograph captures a group of hopeful miners celebrating their latest discovery. Their joy is palpable, a reminder of the gold rush's power to inspire both camaraderie and competition. Klondike Kate Rockwell, the legendary Queen of the Klondike, dazzled miners in Dawson's saloons with her boundless energy and irresistible charisma. A vaudeville dancer, she made and lost fortunes while breaking hearts along the way. Kate's fame wasn't just about her stage skills, she was engaged over 100 times and married at least 3. Amid the chaos of the gold rush, Rose Blumkin, known as the Fairy of Dawson, stood out with her love for fine jewelry and glamorous gowns. Officially a receptionist at the Monte Carlo Theatre, her extravagant lifestyle and shadowy past hinted at much more behind her elegance. In Nome, Alaska, the muddy chaos of Front Street in 1900 was electrifying. Crowds of miners, merchants, and fortune-seekers packed the streets, while July 4th celebrations shook the gold-rich city to its core. But Nome wasn't the only place booming with energy. In Dawson City, mules loaded with timber and essential supplies braved the brutal Yukon winters to keep the rush alive. Meanwhile, Belinda Mulrooney, the business queen of Klondike, transformed the North with her Magnet Roadhouse in Bonanza Creek. This refuge became a lifeline for prospectors battling the Yukon's unforgiving landscapes, offering meals and shelter in the heart of the icy wilderness. Not all stories were of fortune and triumph. Jefferson Soapy Smith, the West's most infamous con artist, ran his Skagway bar as the hub of his deceptions. His career ended abruptly when he was killed in 1898, leaving behind a legacy of schemes and betrayals. But it wasn't all about unchecked ambition. In Calgary, 1901, a Blackfoot chief and his tribe, adorned in stunning ceremonial regalia, welcomed the Duke of Cornwall and York, a reminder of the enduring indigenous heritage that stood firm amid the gold rush frenzy. The logistical challenges of this wild frontier were just as epic. In Ashcroft, British Columbia, massive ox teams hauled supplies to remote communities in 1886, while in Dawson, even a fire wagon was pulled by dogs in 1899. Human ingenuity knew no bounds in the face of such brutal adversity. From the lavish saloons of Alaska to the dusty streets of Vancouver, this era was a crucible of chaos, culture, and courage. A time when the bold left their mark on a land that spared no one, where every day was a battle for survival. Legends were born here, and their stories still echo through the wild north. And that's it for today's incredible journey through the wild days of the Klondike and beyond. Which of these stories amazed you the most? Was it Klondike Kate's daring escapades, the ingenuity of Belinda Mulrooney, or the chaos of muddy Front Street in Nome? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed diving into the untamed frontier with me, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps us reach more history lovers like you. And don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss out on our next adventure. We've got even more incredible stories coming up, from hidden historical treasures to jaw-dropping tales of survival and human ingenuity. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring the past to understand the present. See you soon.